Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A warm welcome to the meeting 228 of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. I am Toastmaster Akansha, your sergeant at arms for the day. I am sure you are as excited as I am for this exclusive meeting. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours from 4 to 6 p.m., and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. I would like to begin by stating mission of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we start, I would like to share some ground rules. Keep your cell phones on silent mode or switched off during the meeting. I will give you 10 seconds to do that. Please keep your microphone on mute when someone is speaking and unmute only when called to speak. It is advised to keep the video on so we have an interactive meeting, and please be mindful if you are moving out of the frame. Please turn off your video to reduce distraction. Please avoid sharing anything on chat box while someone is speaking, as that can distract the speaker and the role taker. Avoid sharing anything on screen when speaker is on stage. Do not interject the speaker while they are delivering their speech or report. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restrictions on speaking on these topics, at Toastmaster Club of Lucknow, we request all speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. I also urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we, as a club, practice diversity and inclusion in letter and spirit, hence ensuring there are no sexist, racist, or any such undertones that create hostility and discomfort for the members or guests. Lastly, let me now call upon our presiding officer, Toastmaster Manvi. She is a sweet voiced girl. She is very smart, and she loves to do khurafati things all the time. So, over to you, Toastmaster Manvi.
Thank you so much, Usmasa Kansha, for that unique introduction. Uh, Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends, because I can see there's no guest there. Welcome to the meeting of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. I intentionally will be skipping the introduction of all the people who are there because we have them as the role takers and they'll be introduced in the meeting forward. But I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate someone who won not just one but two awards, and that too yesterday only. Yesterday we had our area contest, area level international speech contest, and area level table topics contest, wherein the Toastmasters Club of Lucknow was represented by Toastmaster Akshay. And you know what? In table topics contest, he was the winner. Can we give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Akshat? And I saw him on camera. Congratulations, Akshat. And not just in table topics, he was the second runner up in international speech contest as well. Congratulations, Akshat. Now he will be representing not just Toastmasters Club of Lucknow but also Area F2 at division level that will be happening in Noida only on 28th of March. So all the very best for the division level as well. Now, without any further ado, I would like to give the stage to the winner who will be representing the club and the area at division level, who currently is vlogging right now, but he will be taking the stage as TMOD as well. Toastmaster Akshat, six honest friends, the 5W and 1H experience. Six honest friends, the 5W and 1H experience. Toastmaster Akshat, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manvi, for so warmly introducing me to this meeting. And I'm quite indebted to TMCL as my parent club that provided me with the opportunity to represent this club at the area level. So I'm very thankful to all of you, especially Toastmaster Asanke, who has this wonderful ability of nudging people into taking the next step. Right. So in a way, Toastmaster Asanke demonstrates a lot of these managerial skills in terms of always pushing people to take the next step. So thanks a lot for the encouragement. And just as I get this opportunity to represent the club at the next level, I know there are a lot of challenges, especially table topics, which is a segment in which I'm not particularly great, but whatever time I have at hand, I would use that to the best of my ability. So thank you very much. I hope my voice is okay at this point. There is a lot of background noise. All right. Thank you very much. So, going to today's topic, any guesses what this topic is all about? And, because we have very few people, so I would encourage to keep it more like a conversation and feel free to add to what I have said. So, any guesses about what this topic is all about? What has been your experience with this topic in particular? Anyone? Or any guesses, any wild guesses would also be.
When I read the theme, the six honest friends, I thought it will be about all the friends group and friendship. So that is my wild guess that you will be going ahead with.
Okay, good, good. I take that answer. Anyone else?
I was thinking that five W's mean what, where, when, like that, and H stands for how. I was thinking
All
about
right,
that.
all right. And what do you think? In what context are these words used? If you have no
That
idea, that
depends
is
on your
still fine.
mindset. That depends on your mindset.
Okay, that is
It could
that is
be
that is true as well.
like used anywhere, everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Any more guesses before I divulge what it is?
I go with what Harsh said. I second Harsh.
Okay, mm, noted. Let me just share the slide for today. Uh, it's pasted in the chat box. Can you please open this at your end and let me know if you can see the very first slide? Let me know what comes or appears on your screen.
Toastmasters, actually, shall one of us share the screen itself?
It would be great if someone who is on a laptop or a workstation, if one can share, that would be great. All right, I can see it right now. All right, so uh, let's dive into this topic. Anyone who has heard about Rudyard Kipling? Rudyard Kipling, heard, read about him? Yes, I can see a few thumbs up. If someone can just comment on Rudyard Kipling, that would be great. Toastmaster Priya, Akanksha, if you would like to, whatever you have heard.
Yes, he's a poet, a famous poet.
Mhm. Okay, that's true. So, some more trivia about him. Some of you who are from that millennial generation or who have spent more of their childhood in the 90s, the serial Jungle Book is based on his books. And that character Mowgli was one of his characters. So, Jungle Book is a book written by Rudyard Kipling, and he was a Britisher who was kind of born in, I guess, he was brought up in India. So a lot of his stories are centered around Indian context. So this is about the poet, the writer Rudyard Kipling, and he mentions as mentioned on the slide that I keep six honest friends serving me. They taught me all I knew. Their names are what, why, when, how, where, and who. Right? If you could move on to the next slide, please. All right. So you could read it straightforward that what stands for what happened, why stands for why did it happen, when did it happen, where did it happen, and he was involved, and how did it happen, right? All right. So these are the questions that are used by a lot of people who are doing problem solving, people who are in different domains, from people who are part of film industry to people who are part of corporate to people who are part of MBA colleges. Everywhere this framework is used, and this is basically used to solve problems happening to us on a daily basis, right? So this is the theme for today. And before I deep dive into this theme any further, I would want to talk about the agenda for today. So the agenda for today involves mm, first with the prepared speeches, followed by table topics. That's the usual structure of any Toastmasters meeting. And before that, I believe, do we have any guests for today? No, right? All right. So let's move on to the first thing for today. I would now like to invite on stage the general evaluator for today. He is none Toastmaster Smriti. Toastmaster Smriti is a leadership coach, and she has a lot of leadership skills. I have observed her in a few meetings of late, and she is quite attentive to whatever is happening in LTFC, TMCL. So, with that, without further ado, let's invite Toastmaster Smriti on stage. So, Toastmaster Smriti, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshat. Well, hi, my name is Smriti Sagarika Mohanty, the general evaluator of this particular meeting. Well, you can consider me as the temporary Mr. Kipling of this particular meeting. Well, I'll keenly look for the 5 W's and 1 H. In short, a general evaluator's purpose is to ensure that he or she is quite vigilant throughout the entire meeting. Not only that, even before the meeting officially starts. So that's my purpose and agenda today. I'll be very mindful and request each one of you to be mindful about each and every role or each and every time we are taking up the stage, what we are talking, how we're talking, and what exactly are we presenting. Well, this being Mr. Kipling is a quite hectic role. In order to ensure the same, I have the entire team in place. So I'll request the respective role takers to please come forward and help the other Toastmasters to understand what exactly are we going to do today. To start with, the first role taker of the general evaluators team is the key role taker, which is the timer. Today, the role of the timer will be played by Toastmaster Jayesh. Do we have Jayesh in the room? Yeah, I see him there. For people for you, Jayesh hails from Uttar Pradesh and is a BCom honors graduate from the University of Delhi. He began his career with Boston Consulting Group and now builds ventures in real estate, sports, and education while parallelly completing his executive MBA from IIM Indore and MCom from IGNOU. He joined Toastmaster to boost his public speaking, inspire others, and drive social impact. Toastmaster Jayesh, can you please help us understand the timer's role? Over to you.
Um, sure. Just give me a moment. Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Toastmaster Smriti. So, as the role of timer, I would the purpose of the timer is to help speakers develop the art of expressing a thought within a specific time. Timing is very important because it teaches discipline in communication. I'll be using the green, yellow, and red signals to indicate the timing. So for the prepared speeches, green will be at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, red at 7 minutes. For table topics, green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute and 30 seconds, red at 2 minutes. For evaluations, green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes. So I will also record the exact time taken by the each speaker and present the report when requested by the general evaluator. So I would request everybody to stick to their time limits that I have just briefly discussed. So yeah, that's about it. And back to you, general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jayesh. May I request our next role taker, the role of an R counter. This crucial role will be played by Toastmaster Dev Parasar, who is pursuing his MCA at Graphic Era University, Dehradun, with a background in computer applications. A passionate leader and communicator, Dev was honored as Toastmaster of the Year for his dedication and contributions. He continues to grow in both technology and personal development, aiming to make a meaningful impact. Toastmaster Dev, over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam General Welter. Hello, everyone present here today. I will be the R counter for today, and you must be thinking what is this R counter is going to be about. So the R counter is going to be about, you remember whenever you are speaking and you are going to just in your thoughts and you'll be like those ahs and ums and all the filler words that are and so like I will be noting them down and informing you. Now you must be wondering that why should we get informed about these words which are not even there, because they are the reasons why all the audience get distracted when you are speaking on the stage. So you must know them and must avoid using them, and that's the only purpose of mine, to improve you as a speaker. And I will share my report at the end of the session when called upon by the general evaluator. So now I hand over the stage back to our Miss Crippling of today, Toastmaster Smriti. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev. Where the next role taker is the grammarian, and I cannot beat the introduction stated by Toastmaster Akanksha. But still, having said that, Toastmaster Manvi will be playing the role of the grammarian of this particular meeting. She is a biotechnologist turned psychology enthusiast, currently pursuing a PhD in training and development from ISTD Delhi. She loves connecting with people, making friends, and adding delightful. Delightful is a very small terminology for her, but yes, full of surprises and friendliness in life of herself and others too. Toastmaster Manvi, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smriti. As the word itself says, grammarian. I today will be your English teacher, guys, wherein I'll be noting down all the good and not so good usages of grammar specifically. And being the grammarian of the meeting, it is not just about grammar that I'll be looking up to, but it is also about the foreign language usage. If you use any of the foreign language, or if it is very important to use it, I'll request everyone to please translate it into English for everyone's understanding. Along with that, I also have a word of the day for all of you. The word of the day for today's meeting is harmony. Meaning of this word is a state of agreement or of peaceful existence together. An example of the word is harmony in Toastmasters makes every meeting enjoyable and inspiring. I'll be back with my report whenever the journal evaluator calls upon. That was all from my side, being the grammarian of the meeting today. Toastmaster Smriti, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. Yeah, that's our team. We will bring a harmonious report hopefully towards the end of the meeting, but you need to ensure that we are being proactive and sticking to the time while executing our role. On that note, I give the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Akshat. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Kriti. Uh, when the world is right now in a mess with the war taking place in the Middle East, let's enjoy the harmony that we are experiencing right now. At least we have the opportunity to conduct a Toastmasters meeting without worrying about if there's a missile right on our head. So yeah, so going back to the topic for today, which is the six honest serving friends. Let me just begin with asking a question. All right. And this time I would talk directly to Toastmaster Harsh. Toastmaster Harsh, imagine there's a problem that one of the Toastmaster members is facing. And he or she says that I'm not able to log on to the Toastmasters website. Right. So this is kind of a problem. All right. Now tell me one thing. If this problem is being communicated to you, and this problem is being faced by a guest who has recently turned to be a Toastmaster, and this problem is being faced by a more seasoned Toastmaster, let's say like Toastmaster Akshat, who would you first attend to, and who would you give priority to, and why?
Like, honestly, I will give the priority to no to both. Like, if I think about
Okay, let me
giving the
let
first opportunity to Toastmaster Akshat, so I would be partial. So that is that. So according to my opinion, that would not be a good exposure for the Toastmaster Akshat also and for the guest also. So first, I will give equal time to both.
that
Yeah.
is great, but that kind of behavior can only be executed in La La Land, right? So in a real world, if there are
Uh-huh.
two people, and the moment I use the word priority, it means someone is gonna be assigned number one and someone is gonna be assigned number two. So who would you attend
Okay.
first to? That's my question. So let's shed away that political correctness and talk about one person that you would attend to.
Okay. So like if I have to choose according to the priority, so uh, I will connect with Toastmaster Akshat first because
And why?
I think, yeah, I was waiting for that question. So like, I think if I explain Toastmaster Akshat, it would take a less time. For example, 2 to 3 minutes because he must be having experience since he has been a member of Toastmasters for a long time, and uh, since it's a new portal, so he just need a bit of guidance. And then after solving his problem according to the priority, and then I can connect with the guest too. So first I will connect with Toastmaster Akshat, and then definitely I will connect with the guest too. That's all.
All right. Let me ask a few more people. Toastmaster Smriti, would you like to comment?
My answer remains the same, but I might add one more step to it that I'll definitely connect with Toastmaster Akshat first. Reason being, the time is the priority for me. I know I can address it quite quickly, and he's already on the same page. So even if I use Toastmaster jargon, he can get me quickly. But what next I will do, I'll ask Toastmaster Akshat to connect with the guest because I have already given my time to Toastmaster Akshat here. So I'll just delegate a responsibility and ask him to connect with the guest and address it. So that's on my side.
Great answer. Great answer. Good answers so far. Any other answers that would differ significantly from the above two? Yes, Toastmaster Manvi, please go ahead.
I'll bring both of them on a specific call, combined call, and we'll solve the query together.
All right. Great. Cool. So you can see that the same problem is being attended to in different ways by different people, depending upon a different interpretation, right? So that's what happens to us all the time, every day, every moment, right? So, and let me just add one more thing. Imagine if we have a master who is, I hope my voice is clear. So imagine if we have a new Toastmaster and he's none other than our Prime Minister who joins our club. Modi ji, if Modi ji is the Toastmaster, would you still follow the same priority order? I believe your priority order will change, and probably you'll think that the top head of the government is part of the club, so let's attend to him first, right? So this is what this framework is all about. Your interpretation of the problem would immediately change the moment you figure out what is the problem, who is facing that problem, where he is facing the problem, when he is facing the problem, and how did the problem occur. Right. So these are all the things that would explain the 5W and an H. All right. So in all your aspects of life, never look at a problem in isolation. The same problem, you may not even attend to a problem if it is not critical for anyone. Let's face it. All right. And sometimes when we are looking at solving a problem, probably we have taken the simplest approach or a very simplistic thinking, which may not always be true. Like, for instance, if I were to attend to this problem, I would first go to the guest Toastmaster, who is a newly turned Toastmaster, because I feel that the reputation of the club is completely being judged by a new person. While I would be very mindful of that Toastmaster Manvi, I can, I have that leverage with Toastmaster Manvi. I can just, ask her to wait a little longer because I know that the reputation of the club would be judged by someone who's a guest more than by a person who is a more seasoned Toastmaster. Like, for instance, in case of Toastmaster Harsh, sometimes when the timer card is not acting properly, we also ask him to redo the speech once again. And he's very, accommodative in that sense. So all of that leverage can be used with people who you are comfortable with. And that's how even corporates work. That's how companies work. So imagine if the Prime Minister joins this call right away, our entire attention would be focused on him because we know that he's going to judge us probably in a very short while as compared to some of the other people. So that's how your response changes to every problem that you're facing. All right. If we could go to the next slide in that, if someone can share the screen and share the slide. All right. If you could go to the next slide, please. All right. Here is a problem that is mentioned. This problem is about that on someone's phone, the phone battery is causing issues, right? So, what is the problem? The problem is that the phone battery is running very fast. And who is facing this problem? It's Ria, who is a typical Gen Z student. When she's facing this problem, usually late afternoon, where she's facing the problem during her commute, long classes or at a cafe without charging points. And why is she facing the problem? Because she's using a lot of social media, she's watching videos. There are a lot of background apps that are running on that phone, and there is high brightness on the phone. Right? So all of this is part of the problem. So you just need to analyze the problem with these many things in place, right? I hope this is clear so far.
You're on mute.
Let's move on to the next slide. All right. The last part is how does it happen? So how does it happen? Every time Ria is on the bus, she starts scrolling reels and watching videos. She keeps the brightness high, switches between apps, and by the time she reaches her college, half of the battery is gone. All right, so these are some of the things that are causing this problem to occur. And the more you analyze it with respect to this 5 Ws and an H, the more ready you would be about what the solution could be. All right. Any doubts so far? All right. Now let's move on to the next slide. All right. Okay. So uh, in this situation, there are two ways to look at it. If my phone battery is draining, let's buy a power bank. Or another solution could be that you reduce your screen time during commute, and probably you can look at closing some of the background apps. So there are two ways to look at this. Quick fixes that you buy a power bank, but actually a permanent solution is that you need to cut down on your screen time. Probably look at using apps in an optimized way. Right now, two engineers can give different solutions purely based on this understanding of the problem. Someone can provide a temporary fix, someone would go for a real fix. All right. So that's how you should start looking at problems in real life, in your professional life. Any counseling that you're giving to someone, ask him or her what the problem is, when it is occurring, why is it occurring, and all these W's and H. Right. So that's about how you deal with problems. Now let's go on to the last slide. Okay. General feeling right about this topic. A lot of us feel this all the time. मेरी तो लाइफ इतनी खराब हो गई है, right? This is from that movie. I don't remember the name, but Queen is the movie. All right. So this is a very abstract problem. We all keep complaining about life in this way, but it would be a good way to look at life as to why I think my life is bad, and then probably drill down on aspects of that problem, right? And then just use this five W's and an H. So you'll start to get more clarity about what is causing that problem, right? So enough of this framework, and I believe that you would have got an idea about how you need to look at this. If you have any further queries, you can always reach out to me on this. With this, I would now move on to the first section, which is the prepared speeches section. We have one prepared speaker for today. And to introduce that prepared speaker, I will now invite on stage Toastmaster Harsh, who is the evaluator for the speaker. And Toastmaster Harsh needs no introduction. He's all pervasive in both uh, TMCL and LTMC, very active, always ready to help people with evaluations. So, without taking more of your time, I would now invite Toastmaster Harsh on stage. So, Toastmaster Harsh, over to you.
So, first of all, a very good evening to everyone present in the meeting. So, today I will be evaluating the speech of my target speaker, Toastmaster Priya. First, let me introduce a little about Toastmaster Priya. Priya is a marketing professional and business management academician with a deep passion for creative writing, poetry, and purposeful service. She channels her love for poetic expression through her podcast, Soulful Scrolls. She joined Toastmasters, uh, driven by her desire to enhance her public speaking skills and grow as an influence voice to make a positive difference and inspire others. Today, she will be delivering her Level 3 elective speech under the pathway of presentation mastery. The purpose of the speech is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. The title of her speech is From Dettol to Determination. Toastmaster Priya, from Dettol to Determination. Toastmaster Priya, the stage is all yours.
Hmm. Oh, have you ever fallen so hard that before you could even cry, someone else panicked for you? That was me in my second grade, falling off a bicycle, not once, not twice, but over 25 times. And every time I fell, my father would rush in, armed with Dettol and cotton, to save me from pain. Oh no, my dear, you have fallen again from the bicycle. Why do you even ride one? Leave it. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, he meant love. But what I learned was fear. Fear of falling, fear of pain, and fear of failure. I was the youngest in my family, deeply loved, deeply protected. Every scratch was washed, every bruise was bandaged. Gradually, Dettol didn't just heal my wounds, it sterilized my courage. Slowly and so fast, I started fearing everything: heights, waters, darkness, being alone, and even trying new things. Yes, I was the official scaredy cat of my group. Fast forward to college. My friends went trekking, mountain climbing, hiking the mountains. But I preferred staying back, scrolling their photos, and telling myself, I'm fine here, safe, small and comfortable. Life moved on. I graduated, got a job, and settled in my own comfort zone. I was in harmony with myself until one day he arrived. My husband, a fearless, fun loving, full of life person who believed that life was not meant to be watched, it was meant to be lived. On our honeymoon, he planned a surprise, a visit to a beautiful cliff-top resort. I was thrilled until I saw two horses standing outside the hotel. Where's the car? I asked my husband. He smiled and pointed. Horseback? My heart started racing and my hands were trembling. I had never touched a horse, leave aside riding one on a cliff. With trembling hands and a silent prayer, I summoned the courage to mount on one. The path to the cliff was narrow, winding. One wrong step and I would land on a hospital bed. I could literally imagine my father, Dettol, cotton, and concern. But guess what? We made it! At the cliff top, the wind hitting my face, the world opened up below. I realized that fear shrinks our world, but courage expands it. The ride down was still scary, but much easier because fear was no longer in control. I was. That moment transformed me from Dettol to determination. Ever since that day, I have faced my fears one step at a time. I never rode a bicycle, but I learned to drive a car. I never learned swimming, but I waded into the sea without panic. I never climbed the Everest, but I climbed out of my comfort zone. Today, as a mother, I resist the instinct to rush in with my own Dettol. Instead, I let my children fall, stand up, and try again. Because courage is not born in protection, it is born in permission. Fellow Toastmasters, when you choose courage over fear, your life changes in ways that you can see and feel. You grow, you explore, doors open to opportunities that you always thought you never had them. And you inspire because people see your courage as an inspiration to try, rise, and grow. So, whatever your fear, don't hide it, don't disinfect it, face it, challenge it. And remember, when life knocks you down, don't reach for Dettol, reach for determination. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priya. From Dettol to determination. And I loved how determination can help every single individual who's present in the meeting. Thank you so much for inspiring all of us today. With this, we specifically end the first section of the meeting, that was the prepared speech section. And the second session is all about table topic section, wherein today the table topic master is none other than Toastmaster Asankya. A brief intro about him. Toastmaster Asankya has been working with an edtech industry for more than 5 years now. Currently, he is the district administration manager, but he has been into different clubs and district leadership positions in last 5 to 6 years. He, if I have to describe him, is someone who love giving advices that usually lands against him or wherein he usually land in a trouble. So today the table topic master is Toastmaster Asankya, and I would like to hand over the stage to him. Toastmaster Asankya, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manavi. Just allow me a second. I'm just switching my network.
And I can see two table topic masters in the room. Do I need to introduce the second one once again? Because the individuals are same. Toastmaster Asankya, can we have you on stage, please?
Sorry about that, Toastmaster Manavi. You were saying something. Yeah.
The stage is all yours.
Sure. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and good morning, good evening to all our fellow Toastmasters and dear guests joining us all from around the world. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time for uh, the club meeting today. I will be playing the role of the table topics master. As the name suggests, I will be giving you some topics that correlate with the theme, and that is what I have picked with respect to the theme taken by Toastmaster Akshat as per my inference of the theme. So, without further ado, let's get started. Just a quick heads up: the timing for the speakers will be 1 to 2 minutes, wherein the green card will be shown at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and the red card at 2 minutes. There will be 30 seconds of buffer time to wind up your speech. So, who wants to go first? Do we have any raise of hands? So whoever the first speaker will be getting the easiest topic out of the lot. All right. So Toastmaster Manvi wants to take up the challenge. So Toastmaster Manvi, so I will go the Akshat way. So there are five W's and one H. So which W would you like to pick, or maybe you can pick that one H as well, and then accordingly I'll give you your topic.
I'll go with 1H.
And the H, okay. Toastmaster Manvi, the topic for you is. How would you survive if your phone battery died for 24 hours? Toastmaster Manvi, how would you survive if your phone battery died for 24 hours? Over to you.
To all the people who know me, they know my phone battery usually is above 90% every single day, whether I'm traveling or not. And to all the people who wonder how exactly I try to keep that at least above 70% every single incident and on every single travel, I do have a power bank with me, wherein that power bank usually charges my phone at least 4 to 5 times from 0 till 100. So the the table topic master will never come into my life wherein my phone battery will die for more than 24 hours. But if I imagine that I do not have a phone for more than 24 hours, and how will I be surviving that? The simple answer to that question would be sleeping. Because I usually love taking out time and recharge myself, I can sleep at any single place aside of travel. I do not like sleeping in travel, and the time that I sleep is the only time when my phone gets the time to charge and rest. So when I am resting, my phone is resting. That is what I will do when if I'll not have my phone, or if my phone battery will die for more than 24 hours. I know that will land against me, wherein my parents or my friends will be scolding. I'll be receiving a number of calls and messages when the phone will switch on, but I'm ready for it. Anything for sleep, guys. That is what I'll be doing when my phone battery dies. What will be your answer to Toastmaster Sankhya? What will you do when you will not have your both the phones for more than 24 hours?
So, so as far as I know, Toastmaster Manvi, even though her battery is in a 70% charge, but she will make sure that everyone else feels that it's never above 10%. So if she does not want to pick your call, she won't do so. And there can be n number of reasons behind it, and this can be one of the reasons, is what I thought. Hence the topic. So let's move ahead with the next topic, because my phone never dies, Toastmaster Manvi. At least the battery never dies. So. Who is the next speaker? Who would like to take up a table topic? So we have only few members in the room, so I will pick each one of you one by one. All right, perfect. Toastmaster Jayesh wants to go. Can anyone time him? All right,
That
Toastmaster Man, we will time him. So Toastmaster Jayesh, you can pick any one of the W's. What, who, why, when, where.
what? Let's go. What?
Okay. Toastmaster Jayesh, the topic for you is Toastmaster Jesh, what is one skill you wish came with a download button in life? What is one skill you wish came with a download button in life? Toastmaster Jesh, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sankhya. Since my childhood days, I have been keen in extracurricular activities. So I play a lot of sports. I used to do magic in school, and thereafter in my college days. I've taken up guitar. I like to listen to music. I love playing music. And there are a lot of activities that I really get myself into. I'm a extracurricular kind of a person. The one skill that I would literally want to download into my system and into my bloodstream and into my, talent repository would be singing, because I suck at it. I'm trying to improve my singing. Because I love singers. I love Arjit Singh. I love a lot of beautiful voices that are out there. But one thing that I have tried to at least improve is singing. Is of course having the skill of public speaking is also one thing that I would want to download instantly, and be a TED Talk speaker and be presenting on big stages, and giving motivational and inspirational speeches in a big public forum. And that is one thing that I would of course want to download. And I'm here. That is a part of my journey now, that I'm here a part of this group, the Toastmasters Club, to improve my speaking skills, my communication skills. And yes, I think I would just rest at that, and not speak further. Yes. So in short, in conclusion, I would just like to say that singing and my public speaking skills are the two main thing that I would just want to download right off the bat, and be done with it, but be done with the journey altogether. So yeah, thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jash, for that wonderful take, and I completely agree. Even like starting Toastmasters, when I joined Toastmasters, I even remember my mentor used to give me a lot of feedback with respect to voice modulation, intonations, because I have very flat pitch, and at times that becomes monotonous, is what I have got a lot of feedback on. And I felt if someone, at least looking at my father and few of my relatives in the family, people who have a good voice, or at least who understand the intricacies behind singing, they naturally have better intonations or better voice modulation, is my theory. Is so I even tried dabbling with getting some hands on singing, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. But yes, a download button will help. Let's proceed forward to the next speaker. Who would like to go next? Toastmaster Suraj is there, who is on his way back to Mumbai, I think. Toastmaster Suraj, thank you so much for joining. Let's proceed. Toastmaster Harsh, would you like to take up the next topic?
Yeah, Toastmasters.
All right. So which w- choose one W.
Take any W for me.
So what, who, why, when, and where?
Where?
Where? Toastmaster Harsh, the topic for you is w- I actually I have a topic, but let's go with this on itself. So Toastmaster Harsh, where would you go if you could disappear for one day with no responsibilities? Where would you go if you could disappear for one day with no responsibilities? Toastmaster Harsh, the stage is all yours.
I think the table topic master. The moment you give this topic, you know that the where that at which place I would go. Definitely, it would be the Lucknow Toastmasters Club because Lucknow Toastmasters Club is like a third place to me. You all know what the third place means. Our home is the first place. Our school and offices, we call it the second place. Talking about the third place where you spend most of your time. It's been over 3 years since I have been the member of Lucknow Toastmasters Club. Initially, I was a beginner. My communication skills wasn't good, like Toastmaster Asang. But after meeting him and meeting other members like him, I got to know that there are various uh, spaces which I have to fill to become a better individual. Not, I am not talking in terms of a good communicator because communication is not a first step. Usually, people think that Toastmasters Club is a platform where you can improve your communication skills or imbibe leadership skills. But I got to know from the member, from the club itself, that everything is not about communication or leadership. There are many other things. For example, how you can become a good human being, how you can contribute to the society. So, uh, the moment Toastmaster Asankhya asked me that which place you would go to like disappear. So that particular place for me would be the Lucknow Toastmasters Club, the third place for me. That's all. Over to you, Toastmaster Asankhya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh. Glad to see, good to see your enthusiasm, your motivation. Like I have seen a lot of members who join, their motivation keeps going up and down, but at the same time, seeing that wherein you see that you will resort to Toastmasters if at all you have to. Um, I mean, have no responsibilities for one day, so that's good to hear. And let's move forward to the next speaker. Who would like to go next? Do we have any raise of hands, or shall I pick someone? All right, so Toastmaster Akansha. Okay, I think she's not doing well, but good to see Toastmaster Akansha volunteering. Okay, Toastmaster Suraj is also there. So Toastmaster Suraj, I'll come back to you after Toastmaster Akansha. Toastmaster Akansha, pick one W.
How?
Okay, you picking how. All right. So Toastmaster Akansha, the topic for you is how would you explain the internet to someone from the 1800s? How would you explain the internet to someone from the 1800s? Toastmaster Akansha, the stage is all yours.
Have you heard about the dictionary? Yes, it is everywhere. If you want to know anything about a word, if you're not familiar with a word, you can search it there. But if you, what if it is not easily accessible to you? You can't just carry it everywhere, right? It's too thick and very, it's very big, and you can just get very short statement from it. You can't get the pictorial examples from it, and not the description of it. What if I say you can just type it somewhere, you can just press the enter, and you will get every single thing from it? You just can't believe that. Yes, but it's true in the 20s. So the dictionary, which uh, in the new world, with the new effects, with beautiful pictorial forms, is available today in the 20s. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Sanket.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akansha, for making that so easy and like easy for anyone to understand. Even I'll say you can teach someone like my grandmother as well, who is again entirely uh, agnostic to tech as a whole. Thank you so much for that take. Who would like to go next? Okay, all right, Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj, you're facing some network
Lagging
issue.
in between.
Yeah, your network is lagging. You can turn off your video and then try and speak. You can turn off your video just so that it gives you a little more bandwidth and then try to speak.
Just let me know if I'm audible.
You
Because
are audible.
there's some. I'm audible very well, right?
Yes, you're clearly audible. So,
Okay,
Toastmaster
then
Suraj, what would you like to choose? Five out of the five W's and one how? What, who, why, when, where, and how?
why?
All right. Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj, the topic for you is, at least that happens with me. So the topic for you is, why do we open the fridge again and again, hoping something new food will magically appear? Why do we open the fridge again and again, hoping something new will magically appear? Toastmaster Suraj, the stage is all yours.
Well, because we keep opening fridge again and again because there's fridge in our home, right? So what happens? Basically, I'm a person who, if I'm at home, right? And every time I just get out of the bed or get out of get out of the any lecture, I will definitely go to fridge. Not just because I am hungry, right? Because I just feel that there's that I can have, right? And then I just go, even if there is nothing, right? Even if I'm not aware that what will be there, but definitely I'll go and open the fridge, and then definitely I'll try to have. And I just don't know, but when I'm at home or when I'm at my place, I just keep looking for which I can eat, right? It can be anything. It can be even veggies, fruits, or sweets, anything, right? I just need to find out something which I just can eat, right? And for that, I just don't have. I just don't have any particular time. It's my habit because let me tell you one of my childhood habit that we have some kind of not pride, but I just don't know what can I say. Uh, Few things. I used to keep those eatable things just below my pillow, right, while sleeping, so that if I can just wake up midnight, then I can just take out and then I can have it. So that was my habit, and I think that habit is still there, but in a very sophisticated way, right? Not in that hidden way. So that is some. Now back to you, to, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. Well, summers have arrived, and I remember during my childhood days, maybe days wherein I didn't have the privilege of the air conditioner. So that is one thing I remember resorting to at times, just opening the door again and again just to have a experience of an air conditioner. So thank you so much for that take. Next up, okay, I can see Toastmaster Dev raising his hand. Toastmaster Dev, please choose what, who, why, when, and where, and or how.
I will go with when.
When. All right. So Toastmaster Dev, the topic for you is. When was the last time you you confidently did something and later realized it was completely wrong? When was the last time you confidently did something and later realized it was completely wrong? Toastmaster Dev, the stage is all yours.
How can I forget that day? And there's someone present here who know that day because it was my first Toastmaster of the day. And the theme was human behavior. And let me tell you, I was getting mentored by someone who is so much respected in the club, and I was new to it. So I just saw that how much aura she have. So when she was mentoring me, I be like, I'm going to practice teamwork. I'm going to be the best role player. I'm going to beat anyone present here. But when I got on the stage and I delivered my first emote, you know what I did? I didn't ask anybody anything. I didn't interact it with the audience. I just presented my PPT and I just go on with it like a professor goes in a college. And at the end, I was feeling like, oh my God, I did such a wonderful job. There is no recommendation by the G. There is nothing any audience have to give. But at the end, when my mentor come to me and said, there was not even a feedback, dumb. You didn't interact it with anyone. What is that? And I was like, but my PPT was perfect. Because I am a BC student, so I made a perfect PPT and I was like, the PPT was perfect, my voice was good, and I even asked the question. And she be like, you asked the question, but you answered them yourself and didn't get the chance to ask the audience, and the audience weren't able to reply as well. So what good of a TMOD you are if you won't be able to interact with the audience? And that day I realized that confidence that I have, the PPT making skill that I have, are not going to get me past in Toastmaster journey if I keep on carrying them without interacting with others. And now that's my motto. I intend to connect with as many people as I can, even in my table topics, even in my general evaluation, even in my team mode, so that I won't get to hear again that there was not even a feedback for your session. Thank you so much, and I hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Sankit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev, for getting humbled, and that is what I feel Toastmasters does. It's about you recognizing what your strength are, but at the same time being receptive to whatever the feedback is. At times, again, the feedback, as you mentioned, you might feel that you are right, but at the same time, it's good to be proven wrong, is what I feel. So, thank you so much for your take. Next up, let's proceed with the next speaker. Who would like to go next? Toastmaster. Toastmaster Smriti, would you like to take up a topic? All right. So please pick one of the W's or five W or one H.
What?
What? Toastmaster Smriti, the topic for you is what is the most useless talent you secretly have? What is the most useless talent you secretly have, Toastmaster Smriti? The stage is all yours.
In the end, we only regret the chances we did not take. So that day, I took the chance. I took the chance which my parents felt as a useless talent which I have inherited from my forefathers. I'm happy at the same time, regret that I cannot demonstrate the talent right away. But let me try to explain it, and I want each and one of you to visualize what I presented on stage when I was 8 years old. I went on stage. I stood there in front of the entire crowd of some close to 350 people, and I twisted my legs like this. in front of the entire crowd, and I was 8. Well, my parents felt it's a useless talent, but oh my god. After that particular day, I was the most famous girl in the entire school. People used to come and talk to me about this inherited talent which my parents felt useless, but hey, I had my moment of epiphany that no talent is useless. What if I can turn my legs like this? I know you all are imagining me turning my legs like this, but okay, what if I can do that? I can. I did, and it helped me to gain a lot of attention. So sometimes when oh come on, Dave, please don't give that expression. I know you are imagining me turning my legs like this, and that was one of the useless talent which I inherited. And trust me, inherited. But having said that, in life in general, sometimes being very talkative considered to be useless. Sometimes being quiet considered to be useless. Sometimes being more energetic and passionate considered to be useless. But come on, if I don't think this is useless, how come the other could be useless in any form of life? So do remember one thing. In the end, we only regret the chances we did not take. So take your chance, demonstrate your talent. Let the audience think whether it's useless or useful. But end of the day, nothing is useless. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so
Toastmaster of the day.
much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smriti, for that wonderful take. This reminded me of like a talent that I possess right from my childhood days. A couple of talents that actually I possess, but I won't. I will prefer not showcasing them here, keeping it for some other day. But yes, I feel we can do something around it. This gave me an idea to maybe do a team or theme on this, highlighting our useless talents. So thank you so much for that take. Let's move forward to our final speaker, Toastmaster Priya. Toastmasters Priya, are you okay? Perfect. So please pick one of the five W's or one H. What, who, why, when, where, how. Toastmaster Priya, you're on mute.
Sorry. When?
Okay. Toastmaster Priya, the topic for you is when did you last pretend to understand something even though you didn't? When did you last pretend to understand something even though you didn't? Toastmaster Priya, the stage is all yours.
It was the first table topic that I attempted, wherein I had a table topic master who was the king of Shashi Tharoor. And the English vocabulary that he used went straight above my head. And I was totally flabbergasted. And my total sense of calm turned into a very nervous kind of a feeling. I was not sure what I would speak for the topic that was given to me. And then it dawned on me what my mentor had always told us to do. When you don't understand the topic, it's absolutely okay. You know your story. So just be calm. And that helped me calm down and talk whatever I could think of on that topic. It was totally different. My take was totally different on a topic that didn't make sense to me. But I stuck to my confidence only because she believed in me, my mentor. She had always inspired me to believe in yourself and never feel nervous, even when the question put to you goes above your head. So, with that confidence, I spoke and spoke for full 2 minutes. That is when I realized that when things don't happen the way you think they should, when you don't understand what happens in life, what's more important is to keep your calm. because then you can think clearly, you can find a way to wriggle out of that tricky situation and still sail through. Thank you. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priya, for that take. I even feel at times it's good to accept because I even will agree that these sort of situations have even I have encountered wherein you might find some shashi tharoors in your uh, maybe in your workplaces at or maybe at Toastmasters as well. But at the same time, accepting that you do not know something is I felt even a strength, and that is wherein we I will say that that scope of improvement is something that we acknowledge and that we strive for. So thank you so much for that take. Let's proceed forward further in the meeting. With this, I end the table topic session today, and I hand the stage to Toastmaster Manvi to take the proceedings forward. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for casually ending the topic, especially when I am there and I'll not leave the Table Topic Master without giving the topic for him. So, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Asanke, are you ready for your table topic now?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Asanke, where do you usually look for your phone after you have kept it somewhere and forgotten it? Where do you usually look for your phone after you have kept it somewhere and forgotten where? Toastmaster Asanke.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi, for the topic. Where do you look for your phone when you have kept it somewhere? Usually, the first place that I or anyone will look at is our pockets, is at least what I do. But at the same time, I feel it's not just about the phone, but at the same time being present in that moment to remember where you actually kept it in the first place. So, like just drawing from my example, I feel I or even a lot of us get distracted when we are in a setup, when we see or when we are witnessing something or when we are juggling between a lot of things. That is wherein we are in a position wherein we might lose our phone. So I feel the only way to avoid it is just to make sure that you're focusing one thing at a time, maybe multitasking, but at the same time focusing and giving your best to something that you're doing in one go. And then the chances of you searching your phone in your pocket might not be there because you will know, you will remember where you've actually kept your phone. So for me, this topic is more about you being cognizant about the fact what you're doing and making sure that you are well aware of your surroundings and how you deal with situations and remembering things and people. That's my take, Toastmaster Manvi. Back to you.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for conducting such a beautiful session wherein you continued the theme with all those W's and NH. And everyone today answered a specific question around it. Thank you so much for thinking about these topics and engaging everyone with the theme itself. Now, can we go ahead, or I would say we should go ahead with the third session of the meeting, that is the journal evaluation session, because we spoke, we heard, but how will we improve? This session is all about that. So today the journal evaluator is Toastmaster Smriti, and I would like to give the stage to Toastmaster Smriti for the next session, that is journal evaluation session. The stage is all yours, journal evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manvi. Yes, indeed. Now we are going to listen thoughtfully that how we did in this particular meeting and with every particular segment. Starting with the evaluation segment, I would request the evaluator to please help us understand how our speaker did. Just a quick reminder, the timing is 2 to 3 minutes, and I would request the timer to be on the card. Toastmaster Harsh, over to you for the evaluation.
First of all, congratulations, Toastmaster Priya, for completing your level 3 in such an amazing and energetic manner. Most of the times, I have a habit to be on disharmony with everyone. But today, the way you delivered your speech, like, forced me to be on a harmony with the speaker. Rare. Today, I have a EQI for you to implement. Let's start with the commendation, where E starts for enthusiasm and enactment. The way you enacted the movement when you were riding the bicycle and then fallen. was a wow moment for me. So kudos to you for that. Moving to the Q side, that is the rhetorical question. You started your speech with a question. Have you ever fallen from the bicycle? So that was a uh, that was an engaging point. You gathered the attention of each and everyone in the opening of your speech. Moving to the next point, I stands for innovation. That is the creativity. Your title itself, from Dettol to determination. The moment I heard the word Dettol, I was thinking about many curious things. But the way you connected Dettol with determination was amazing. Uh, but there are certain points where I felt you could have improved. You mentioned the line that after speaking about second standard and your fears, you said fast forwarded to my college life. I personally felt there could be some of the personal incidents which you could have shared. The moment you said fast forwarded to my college life, I felt that there was most of the things missing. The way you started your speech, I was able to visualize everything. I was feeling that I am only like fallen from the bicycle. But saying fast forwarded to my college life without sharing the bits and various incidents and some of the small stories, I felt that the story part was missing at that particular point. Same goes with the moment when you said uh, the moment when I have graduated. I felt that uh, the story at that particular point was also missing. So the structure of the speech, you started the opening with bank, and then you talked about your second standard. We all were able to connect with you. But talking about the college part and the moment you said I have graduated, I felt that I wasn't able to connect with you. But the moment when you said that my fearless husband, I was able to connect with you, though I am not a female. So overall, it was a great speech. However, with a better structure and providing techniques to, like, how can I tackle those fears which you have mentioned. Fear in sense of fear of pain, fear of judgment. How I can tackle those fears? What were the things that you have done to tackle those fears? If you have mentioned those strategies, that would have created a greater impact. Though it was an amazing speech, but to make it a memorable one, you would have to improve the structure and and include the techniques to tackle the fears. That's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmasters Smruti.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh. Our evaluator, can we hear it for him, please? Okay, Toastmaster Harsh, few cents from my end on your evaluation part. The most beautiful part about your evaluation today was the clarity which you gave to your speaker initially. That, hey, you completed this, you achieved this. Sometimes we keep it so anonymous, we keep the speaker hanging with the thought, did I achieve the objective? Did I not? Do I need to repeat it? But the best part is the clarity. The second good thing is your thoughtfulness towards giving the recommendation in an abbreviative form. You used abbreviation so that the speaker will remember these recommendations even if the meeting is over. If she may not remember the entire 2 to 3 minutes you spoke, but she will definitely remember there was an EQI which I need to remember. So it shows the thoughtfulness, the clarity. One thing which I strongly feel as an evaluator we need to do is, first, whenever we come across recommending someone, please remember we have to focus on three aspects. What was the recommendation? Why the recommendation is important? And how the speaker can bring that recommendation to real life. So I did hear the what recommendation part, why the recommendation is important, but how the recommendation can be implemented was missing. So can we elaborate on this particular aspect so that it will helpful for the speaker too? And the second thing, which is a very crucial thing, always try to avoid to bring a new point while summarizing your evaluation. There are three segments to an evaluation where we offer the commendation, the recommendation, and the summary. Summary holds the crucial aspect because at that point of time, our speaker is looking at us where she can capture the entire memory. So if we bring a new point to the summary, it might confuse the speaker. So, overall, Harsh, thank you so much for bringing the clarity and thoughtfulness. Just remember these two aspects, the aspect of how the recommendation can be done, and second, avoid bringing new part to the summary. It will do injustice to the evaluation part. But kudos on delivering it, and thank you so much once again. Can we hear it for Harsh? Now, Toastmaster Priya, one thing which was visible to me, hence I'm just adding it to the evaluation which has been presented. I saw a non cohesiveness in your delivery today with respect to certain dialogues and the gestures. So, the dialogues were something and the gestures were slightly different. For example, where the heart and the hands belong, and where you're saying that that's your father, but you are delivering your dialogue in another place. Tiny miny aspect, but sometimes these crucial aspects change the entire gimmick of the speech delivery. And knowing you and the caliber of your speech, please be mindful about the same. And thank you so much once again. Can we hear it for Priya again? Okay, that was the evaluation part. Now let's go and understand how we did with respect to the technical aspect of this particular meeting. So I would request our role takers to please be ready with your reports. Starting with Toastmaster Jayesh, are we ready with our timers report? Would you like to share the same?
Yeah, I'll just quickly share my screen. Give me a moment. I'll have to probably quit and reopen because I've just unlocked Zoom
No
screen share.
worries, we'll hold for you. So I'll go ahead with the next role taker. You can please keep the timer sheet ready. Okay. Okay, may I request Toastmaster Dave to please go ahead and help us with the R counter report?
So just give me a second. Let me share my screen. Please let me know if my screen is visible to everyone. Thank you to Master Sangat. Thank you to Master Smriti. This is the accountants report for today. Our Toastmaster accounts as the Sergeant Drums for today use only three filler words. So kudos to you. Our presiding officer Toastmaster Man, we use two filler words and okay, just a minute. And our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster accept use 4 hours, one were, four so, and repeated a word yeah. So I would request him to please pay attention to this. And our speaker, Toastmaster Priya, didn't use any filler words. So many congratulations to you, ma'am. And speech evaluator, Toastmaster Hers used 4 hours, two so, and two and. Coming to the table topic session, Toastmaster Sankhya's table topic master used 3 hours, one total 4. Toastmaster Manvi used 6 filler words, so please pay attention. Toastmaster JS used 8 filler words. Toastmaster Hers used 5 filler words. Toastmaster Akansa used 4 filler words. And Toastmaster Surya used 5 filler words. Toastmaster Dave used 4 filler words. And you all might be thinking that he was the table topic speaker, so he would be able to written all this. So I have a tendency to use the words so and are. So I just wrote them down because I knew I would have used them there. Next, Toastmaster Smriti didn't use any filler words, so kudos to you. Toastmaster Priya used 2 filler words. Toastmaster Sankhya used 3 filler words. And that's for the report. I will also paste the report in the Zoom chat box so you all can take notes and also keep them checked. So thank you so much, and I hand over the stage back to our Mr. Kipling, Toastmaster Smriti.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dave. Can we please hear it for our R counter? Moving quickly with the next role taker, may I request Toastmaster Manvi to please help us with the grammarian report?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests present here. Let me share my screen for the grammarian report, even though the grammarian report today is a little crisp. So the good usages by RTMOD Toastmaster Akshat were politically correct. Political correctness, interpretation, reputation, commute framework. There were a lot of good usages when the speaker was speaking. I tried to manage writing a few of them that you can see on the screen. But I would like to today highlight the major not so good usages wherein someone said, I am here, while the individual was who wanted to say, I am here. So there is a pronunciation mistake specifically in this part wherein here is not the correct word, here it is. There was someone who mentioned, is my theory is. To is something that was not correct in that specific sentence. The correct version should be, is my theory. Is my theory is to is were not correct. Coming to the next not so good usages was skills was not, wherein skills is a plural form, so it should be skills were not. And there was someone who mentioned Toastmasters, then name that individual. For example, Toastmasters Smriti. Toastmaster Smriti is the right word instead of mentioning it as Toastmasters, because S is the plural of that specific part. So we cannot mention one name after that specific thing. The word of the day was used by three individuals. Toastmaster Smriti used it, Toastmaster Akshat, and Toastmaster Priya used it. If I miss someone who used the word of the day, I would love them to acknowledge my apologies for the same. That was the crisp report from my side, being the grammarian of the meeting. Over to you, journal evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. Can we please hear it for our grammarian today? Moving ahead, may I quickly check with Jayesh? Jayesh, are we good to present the report? Request you to unmute, please.
Hello, hi. Yeah, so this is the timer report for prepared speaker. The time was 7 minutes 33 seconds. I think she went over time, Priya, for like just 33 seconds. And rest of the table topics was you can just see your timing here. Manvi was everybody, Manvi, Jayesh, Harsh, Akansha, Suraj, they were within the time limit. Dave was 5 minutes just overboard. And Smruti, I think I would just like to apologize here. I think just really engrossed with your this twisted story. I just forgot to put the timer on the green when to put the green card, and I think it was 1 minute and 30 seconds in. Then I had directly put the yellow card, put up the yellow card. So I think that was my bad. And you just went to 10 seconds overboard here, and Priya 17 seconds plus. Asankhya was within the time limit, and Harsh, you just went close to 48 seconds overboard here. So yeah, I think all in all, it was everybody tried to stay in the time limit, just a couple of seconds. And yeah, I think that's about it. This was my first time playing the timer reports, so I would just urge everyone to cut me some slack here. So yeah, thank you so much. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Jayesh. And yeah, you can stop sharing now. Yeah. It's your first time as a timer, so kudos for taking up the role. And timer role is a very critical role. It is very difficult to understand. I'm talking from my own personal experience. When shall I start the time? When shall I stop the time? Is it my cue to start it or stop it? Having said that, you did try it and you did justice to the role today. So can we hear it for our first time role taker as a timer, Toastmaster Jayesh? Since you're the first time role taker, hence I'm sharing it from my end. Just check back with the team or whosoever assigning the role to understand, is there any grace period applied to either side or both side of a speech. For example, in table topic, 30-second grace period is offered after speaking. Which means a speaker can speak for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But for a prepared speech, 30 seconds is applied to both sides. So even if the speech is for 5 minutes, a speaker is speaking for 4 minutes 30 seconds, he or she will still qualify. Too much technical for you, but since you're new, I want you to explore
I
more.
I didn't know about the grace period thing. Whatever the time is,
Absolutely.
whenever the person spoke his first word, I just put the time, the stopwatch from start, and then that's how I calculated my timing. I didn't know about the grace periods here. So
And you
probably
did an awesome job in doing so. So keep on taking the rules, keep on showing up. It will help you to even understand better. So again, can we hear it for Jayesh now? Thank you so much to the technical team. They support and they throughout the entire meeting, they religiously make a note of each and everything to ensure that they can present it well once the meeting is over. So it's my utmost duty to acknowledge their dedication and their time. So thank you so much once again to Toastmaster Jayesh, Toastmaster Manvi, and Toastmaster Dev. Now let's see how did we do with respect to the overall meeting in place. Let's talk about the individual role takers, starting with our Sergeant at Arms today, role played by Toastmaster Akanksha. It was quite visible, Akanksha, that you're not keeping well, but get well soon. Hope you recover well within the before the next meeting, because your screen presence gives a different vibe all put together. Your presence on screen, even if you were not speaking, gave a positive energy, which gave a reason to at least, okay, let me also put my camera on and show up for this particular meeting. Bring that same energy. You did a good role with respect to reading the right verbatim of these Sergeant Arms scripts. So kudos on doing the same, and keep on doing it continuously until and unless you feel that, hey, now I can even keep the script aside and do my role without even looking at it. But thank you so much, Akanksha, for taking up the role and delivering it beautifully. Can we hear it for Akanksha, please?
Thank you, Toastmaster Smriti.
Welcome. Moving ahead, today the presiding officer's role played by Toastmaster Manvi and also partially the team mode. I'll talk about the presiding officer's part first. It is important for acknowledging the deliverables of the club, and thank you so much for mentioning and doing the same well in advance by highlighting about the recent club contest, and also letting us know the next level contest, the dates and everything. So it was quite informative. So thank you so much for doing the same. And if it is possible, I don't know if you're going to cover it in your closing address. Just let people know from the starting itself when we meet. In general, when we meet every Sunday, like 4, etc., etc. Because few guests, though we don't have guests. Having said that, if they join, they sometimes drop in middle of the meeting. So it is good to be taken care of regarding the meeting timings. But thank you so much for stepping in and taking the presiding officer's role at the nth hour. Moving ahead, I'll talk about the assigned Toastmaster of the day, that is Toastmaster Akshat. Uh, so he's not here, but just one pointer. Maybe I'll share my evaluation separately on text. I'm a big fan of presentations, but it bothers me a bit if the presentation has too many things to read. So that is the only part which I can consider. And I don't know whether it was already decided that he might have some emergency to step out or it was sudden. But the best part is the harmony which we brought in this particular meeting. Even though he courteously informed us over the chat that he need to step out, we had Toastmaster Manvi pitching in and taking up the role in the very second. So kudos on doing and showing that whatever be the situation, we are there to run a meeting and will ensure that we are doing it in our best interest. So for that, thank you so much to each and everyone. If were some chats behind, and we ensured that the meeting transitions are not getting affected. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi, for pitching in and ensuring that you're doing justice to that particular road. Can we please hear it for Toastmaster Akshat and also for Toastmaster Manvi here? Moving forward, we had our table topic master, Toastmaster Asankhya, bringing the theme in line with the theme of the team mod. It helps the audience to groove better. It is not mandatory, but it helps the audience that, hey, we were in this particular mode and we are not changing it. So kudos on doing the same. Second, involving each and every member spoke today, and you ensured that you are giving that friendly atmosphere, the vibe, and the welcoming gesture so that people will speak on it. Third, sharing your thoughts about the speakers relatability to the speaker's speech after the speech was completely done. One thing which I am a big fan of is wrapping up the segment quite clinically. Now, table topic master is also delivering a segment. It means it has a structure in place, the opening, body, and conclusion. We took care of the opening and body part. Can we bring a conclusion to our segment? Now, what can we bring as a conclusion? What was your observation with respect to the entire theme in place, or about the all these speakers collaboratively? How did they do? And if you have any recommendation in place, please take the entire authority and deliver the same. But thank you so much for ensuring that everybody got a chance to speak. So thanks a lot to our table topic master. Let's hear it for Toastmaster Sankhya here. To our all the table topic speakers, kudos in attempting. And the timing sheet, please go back to the chat and see. It shows our thoughtfulness regarding the topic, our thoughtfulness with regard to the expression, and whatever we brought, we all did justice to the timing which was given to us from Toastmasters. So kudos to all the speakers who presented their speech in the table topic segment. And overall, we did a good job in doing and executing a meeting. Every meeting brings a new awareness. The awareness with this particular meeting is that we are capable of running meeting in spite of any kind of the I can say any kind of small hiccups. Presentation is important, showing up is important, and this meeting was a true testament to that. So kudos on executing the same. If I can suggest something, one thing which is very important: if we have given 4 p.m. as time, we have to deliver 4 p.m. So as a role takers, it is applicable to each one of us if we can show up early in advance, or we can at least connect with the respective role takers that, hey, shall we join like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before? But 4 p.m. should be 4 p.m. It is about honoring the time of the concerned person. Keeping that aside, we did a good job with this particular meeting. Without wasting further time, I would request our today's presiding officer, Toastmaster Manvi, to please go ahead and conclude the segment. Over to you, Toastmaster Manvi.
Thank you so much. Can we give a huge round of applause for our journal evaluator, wherein she in detail explained how we did for every single role taker and even recommended how we can improve in our further meetings. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smriti, for sharing these valuable feedbacks. Now, like I took over the hat of Toastmaster of the Day as well, and today the theme was all around what, who, why, when, where, and how. All these questions we usually cover whenever we are in a conversation. But when it is about people answering those questions, I have seen n number of people getting irritated. Why are you asking this question again and again? Why are you asking so many questions? Why can't you just listen what I am saying? Why can't you follow what I already said? Guys, all these questions are important because you might be right at your place. The other individual even has a perspective. The other individual even do not know what your perspective is. So all these questions are not just questions. These are questions that can help you come to a specific conclusion that is good for you, for others, and for the one who you are in conversation with as well. So instead of getting irritated to all the questions, please do understand we might have different perspectives, and we usually have different perspectives. So answering all these questions is important, but the other thing that is most important, especially when we are focusing on questions, is how we ask it. There are times when people challenge, how can you do that? Why are you saying so and so things when this is right? Asking in a tone wherein you want to know, wherein you are eager to actually know the response or the perspective of the other individual is very important. Otherwise, these questions are meaningless whenever you ask in a wrong tone. So, yes, all these questions are important and questions even are powerful, but the real meaning lies in how we ask them. Not to blame, not to bring in the past, not to a challenge, but to improve the conversations that are happening and to improve the solution that we are discussing about. So Toastmaster Akshat brought in a very beautiful theme, and even the conclusion that he gave was amazing. That was all CTA Moody from his side today. And now I'll be wearing the hat of the presiding officer. And before I take over the presiding officer address, I know the meeting was long, but I would love to see the smiling faces because I only can Smriti right now. So I'll request all those who are in a comfortable situation. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priya. I'll request all those who are there in the meeting to please switch on their cameras. Seeing beautiful faces actually brings in the interaction and positiveness in the meeting. So I request whenever we are in the meeting, try to be on camera throughout. Let me launch the polls for the meeting today. And I'll request everyone to please cast your votes because these are important. And we'll be sharing the certificates to the best who gets the most of the polls, who gets most of the votes. And there are 3 questions in the same poll, so I request you to scroll as well and answer all the 3 questions. Now, being the presiding officer of the meeting, I would love to hear your feedbacks before I announce the results of the meeting. Anyone who would like to share what exactly we did good, what you liked, and how we can improve? We would love to hear from you guys. Anyone? Toastmaster Priya, we would love to hear your feedback first.
Thank you, Manvi, for the opportunity of uh, enabling me deliver my speech today and the wonderful feedback that was shared, the evaluation given by both Toastmaster Harsh and Toastmaster Smriti. Coming to the meetings of Toastmaster Club of Lucknow has always been a very warm feeling, and I really look forward to participating because of the vibe and the energy that I see in each one of you. And it is very heartwarming to see how you all conduct the meeting smoothly, even though there may be hiccups here and there. So, really enjoy that part and you'll do it seamlessly. So, kudos to you all and many congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for being part of our meetings regularly. I love how you usually come in with a smile and brings in positivity in our meetings. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining in, and thank you for delivering a motivational speech today as well, wherein everyone got motivated. Who would like to share their feedbacks? Because, like I was mentioning while I was concluding the TMOD session, we all have our perspectives. Until and unless we'll not share it, the other individual won't know. So, I would love to hear your perspective as well. How can we improve? What all we did good? We would love to hear from you guys. Toastmaster Jayesh, any feedback?
Toastmasters Manvi, I am not in a position because I think not in a position to criticize because I came and joined in late. So and also there was some hiccup with the screen sharing. So I think I can probably take. So this was a learning curve for me to take up a role. This was the first time taking up any role, and probably this thing will get more harmonized as I take up different roles. And yeah, so uh, I'll try to stick to time in the next meeting, and also I think uh, I'll probably give my icebreaker speech in the next meeting also. So you can probably put my name down if we are taking nominations for the speakers.
Oh, sure. Thank you so much. And trust me when I say this, even though you were the first time role taker, your timing was actually correct for every single segment. You showed all the 3 cards for every single speaker, and that was commendable because I still remember when I took the timer role for the very first time in the online setup. I was so engrossed in the speakers, what they are speaking, what the content was, that I forgot sharing the cards. But you did it beautifully, and heartiest congratulations for stepping in for the first time rule taker, as the first time rule taker as well. Thank you. And thank you so much for nominating yourself for the icebreaker speech. We would love to know you in the icebreaker speech that you will be delivering in the coming meeting.
So, who will be my evaluator here? How does this work? And we have just 2 minutes to discuss this.
We usually share the roster in the members group wherein people nominate for the specific roles. Toastmaster Suraj is there. Toastmaster Suraj will be sharing the roster, adding your name as the icebreaker speaker. And the one who would like to take up the evaluation will be given the role of evaluation. Like today, Toastmaster Harsh took the evaluation of
So, I'll get my
Toastmaster Priya.
the day of the speech.
Hmm? Sorry?
I'll get to know my evaluator on the day of the speech, right?
Yes. And Toastmaster Suraj will be connecting with you regarding the speech details and all the formalities that need to be. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Dev, are we ready with the results? I'll request you to please take over the results segment and overall. The stage is all yours.
Right. I thought my job is only going to be sharing the screen, but thank you so much for handing over the whole felicitations. So our best speaker for today, as we only have the one speaker, so the best speaker's certificate goes to Toastmaster Priya. Kudos to you. And next is the best table topic speaker. So as we have so many W and one H, who do you think have won the best table topic speaker? Any guesses, guys?
Toastmaster Smriti.
Okay, one vote for Toastmaster Smriti. Now we know who Toastmaster Priya voted. Anyone else who would like to reveal?
Toastmaster Dev,
Yes.
I was nominating you for the best table topic speaker.
Oh, okay. One vote for me. Anyone who would like to break the tie? No. Okay, so best table topic speaker for today is Toastmaster Smriti. Can we give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Smriti? Now moving on to best evaluator, as we only have one evaluator for today. So the best evaluator certificate goes to Toastmaster Harsh, who is not in the meeting right now, but we will share it with him. Also, we would take the screenshot here. Thanks for reminding Toastmaster Manvi. So I request Toastmaster Priya to come on the camera so we can take the snapshot of your certificate. And if Toastmaster Manvi, you can take the screenshot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope it's done. Now moving to Toastmaster Smriti. Can we have you on the screen? Thank you. Now we don't have Toastmaster Earth. And now comes the best Eagle Eye role player that were Timer Toastmaster Jess, Counter Toastmaster Dave, and Grammarian Toastmaster Manvi. Who do you think have won the award? Any guesses, guys? Oh my god, I didn't know it was so tough to vote anonymously but reveal it in the screen. Okay, without guesses now. Best Eagle Eye role player for today is Toastmaster Jess, a timer who did the job for the first time and got the certificate for the first time as well. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jess.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hope the snapshot is done. Thank you. Now, last but not least, best line art role player. There were three nominations and strong nominations. Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Akshat, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Asankhya, and a gender level to Toastmaster Smriti. Who do you think have won the award? Now, this time you need to guess, guys. I won't reveal it either way. Come on. I need some names.
Miss Rudyard Kipling of the meeting, Toastmaster Smriti.
Okay, one vote for Miss Crippling. Anyone else?
Toastmaster Smriti.
Two votes for Miss Crippling. And as the voting goes, our best Lionheart role player for today is our General Evaluator Toastmaster Smriti. So kudos to you. And I guess the snapshot is there. Okay, so we are done with all the felicitation, and now I hand over the stage back to our presiding officer for today, the Khurafati girl, Toastmaster Manvi. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Today, I now know how exactly people think about me. Because the intros were very creative, the intros were very cleverly made. I don't know from where they come up with these words or how they actually came up with these traits of mine because that are not usually shown to everyone. But I learned how people can even be creative while they're introducing anyone else today. So thank you so much, guys, for this specific learning that you gave to me. And being the presiding officer of the meeting, I would love to thank every single individual who was there in the meeting today, every single role taker who pitched in and helped others go ahead, and especially to our main role takers that were TMOD, TTM, and GE, who helped all the members who were there in the meeting while they were speaking, while they were evaluating. They helped us how to be better next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for the beautiful meeting today. And to be honest, I'm not sure what exactly should I do while concluding as the presiding officer. So I officially will conclude the meeting and would like to hand over the stage to the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Akansha, for the conclusion. Toastmaster Akansha, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manvi. Whenever life feels confusing, return to your 6 honest friends. What, why, when, where, who, and how. Because the right questions always lead to the right direction. With this, I officially adjourn the meeting 228 of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow.